Hello, my fellow Welt lovers. Okay. I know we're all still emotionally recovering from the whole swarm of reveals lately, but let's buckle up for another round of juicy Honkai Star Rail leak brain rot because this one is getting wild. I don't even care if it's tiny crumbs. You know I'll turn them into a full-course lore feast. So let's dive into this swirling vortex of speculation, hype, and just the right amount of fan coping about what's possibly coming in the next patches. Topping up in Genshin or Star Rail can get expensive, and let's be honest, we've all seen those in-game prices and wished they were just a bit lower. Well, that's exactly what LD Shop is here for. This is LD Shop, the official top-up platform developed by the LD Player Emulator Group. It lets you top up your favorite games like Genshin Impact and Star Rail at huge discounts, up to 23% off or more. And yeah, it's super easy to use. All you need is your server and UID, and your top-up will show up in-game within just a few minutes. It's safe, reliable, and used by thousands of players. You can even compare prices, for example, something like the Supply Pass or a 6480 Stellar Jade Bundle. It's way cheaper here than in-game. If you register using my link, you'll get a 15% off coupon and an extra 5% off coupon, which can save you up to $50 on your first top-ups. Plus, LD Shop gives you the same first top-up bonus you get in-game, so you're not missing out on anything. And if you're planning to spend more, here's a bonus. If you spend over $80, you'll unlock VIP status, which gives you a free supply pass and more perks. So if you're looking to save while still getting everything you normally would in-game, just use the link in the description and get Phanon or the Fate collab characters while saving more. So first up, who's been haunting the leak boards like a cryptid recently? None other than our mysterious Alicia XP, who is very likely to be Cyrene. You remember her from the Amphireus trailer. The one who has had theorycrafters punching their keyboards and art accounts going absolutely feral since version 1.1. She's real, she's coming, and the leaks are starting to spill little drops of her gameplay identity. Now listen, this isn't a full kit dump or anything, but what we do have is enough to get every remembrance simp frothing at the mouth, because she apparently has an enhanced basic attack and multiple skills involving memo sprites that target all allies. Did someone say, premium RMC replacement? Yeah. It's giving real, forget the Trailblazer, I'm the protagonist now energy. So, here's the situation. Cyrene's skill targets all allies. That's already massive. Any remembrance unit with AoE ally support isn't just a debuffer, they're basically an entire tempo machine. But wait, there's more. She has multiple memo sprite skills. Yes, multiple, and they affect the whole team. It's sounding like she's going to be a true team-wide utility goddess. Enhanced basics are huge, too. Because let's be honest, we're all starving for more SP-friendly characters that don't just drain your rotation drive by turn 2. Cyrene seems designed to give SP back, or at least neutralize cost while enabling. If she's like a Fugue-style support who buffs the DPS with true damage or a remembrance equivalent of Huahua/Hanabi hybridized with Welt tier personality. My wallet's already crying. Now real talk. If she is supposed to be Alicia-inspired, then you know they're not holding back. This girl is gonna be flashier than a Harmony unit at a disco ball convention. Given how long the fandom has been waiting for her, Hoyoverse is very aware they can't drop her with a mid-kit. We're talking about the kind of character people have been saving Jades for since before Penacony. So if they're hyping her as a top-tier remembrance, maybe even Phanon adjacent in strength? Yeah, she's coming for the throne. Oh, and if you were wondering whether she's a DPS or support, early data suggests she's support, which fits the remembrance mold. But don't expect her to be passive. She seems like she'll be super active in your rotation, especially if her enhanced basic exists to spam and stack buffs or generate SP, making her the perfect backbone of a skill point economy team. She might even play like a weird hybrid between Wanmei and Acheron, providing buff uptime while dealing meaningful side damage and setting up debuffs. Basically, big brain players are going to love her. But hold on, cannot in good conscience keep gushing about Cyrene and Dan Heng SP without screaming about the ultimate plot twist that has quietly snuck up on us. March 7th SP is real, and she is cold-blooded in every sense. I'm talking about literal and emotional freeze damage here. Word on the street, and by street I mean the glorious chaos of the leak community, is that our girl is finally ditching her preservation status and stepping out as a remembrance path DPS. You heard me. The woman who used to be memed for shielding Trailblazers and awkwardly freezing one enemy per turn is now a bona fide main damage dealer with a vengeance. I don't know who she mad at, but I support it fully. And what's even crazier, she can apparently enhance her memo sprite. I don't even know what that means yet, but if she's controlling or buffing a summon that sticks around on the field while she ice skates her way through enemy waves. The leaks do mention her ultimate used to target 2 enemies, but that's no longer accurate now, which honestly sounds like they're reworking her into a more targeted or maybe even AoE heavy freeze blaster. This could be her finally ascending into meta relevance, or at least mean godhood, but with actual stats behind it. Listen, if Cyrene's the elegant, refined support queen, then March SP is the chaotic, unpredictable menace we didn't know we needed. She's got that remembrance freeze lock potential, and if her Memo Sprite has usable skills, that's like, bro, that's built-in synergy. SP economy friendly, maybe even enabling. March 7th SP might just go from meme to menace, and I am here for it. I'm ready to build her, and I'll let her freeze my entire light cone collection if she wants to. But don't get too comfortable, because while Cyrene's glowing into focus, Dan Heng's special new form, or as we lovingly call him, Terravox. His skill targets 1 ally. That's it. That's the whole fact. Everything else is vibes and hope. Here's what that one skill detail tells us, though. He's not some solo selfish carry. No, DH3 is looking like he'll be a support or sub-DPS whose main gimmick revolves around giving someone else a summon. Yep, a literal action bar summon, not just a Memo Sprite or gimmick orb. And if the summon pops up on the action bar, hello follow-up attack synergy. That instantly screams FUA damage source to me, and I know I'm not alone. This could open up all kinds of broken nonsense, like full Sunday stacks or Clara 2.0 rotations with a twist. And before the Doom posters descend from the ceiling with their "but where's his shield" arguments, let me stop you right there. Just because the skill targets 1 ally doesn't mean that's where the shield comes from. Dan Heng SP might be giving shields with his basic, his ULT, his Eidolons, his passive, or even a new relic set. We don't know yet. But think about it. Phanon has a trace that boosts stacks when getting shielded/healed. What if DH3's utility is designed to enable that kind of synergy across your whole team? If his kit is all about control and enabling the squad with one big power-up button, he could legit be the most cracked support this side of Penacony. Also, some spicy theory crafters think his skill might even redirect damage like Fushuan does, or create a soft taunt effect to get aggro off your squishies and onto the summon or the buffed ally. If that's real, that's not just good, that's meta-warping. You're telling me I can drop a summon that tanks hits, deals FUA damage, and enables full burst rotations without burning my SP economy into the dirt? That's Harmony level cracked, but on a character who isn't Harmony. And listen, I've seen people say maybe DH3 will be free. Personally, I'm in the camp of, y'all are dreaming. Dan Heng is one of the most beloved characters in the game. Hoyo knows how popular he is. I don't see them just casually handing out DH3 as a freebie, no matter how supporty his kit sounds. They'd be missing out on thousands of jades. But hey, if they do give him for free, I'll take that W and ascend. Back to Cyrene for a sec. There's an interesting parallel people are making between her and the Trailblazer. Not just because she might be the latest swap-in to replace the current TB version, but because she seems like an actual premium Trailblazer. Think about it. She does the same general thing, buffs, supports, SP-friendly, but with actual scaling, flair, and probably voice lines that make us cry. If she comes in during a major patch, especially around 3.5 or 3.6 when new sets are due to drop, we might even see a new meta shakeup with her at the core of it. Especially if her buffs involve true damage or ignore def mechanics. She could be the ultimate enabler. So let's connect the dots. Cyrene is a premium remembrance support who could become the new backbone of teams relying on debuff uptime or just raw buff stacking. She builds SP, buffs all allies, and probably has interactions with Memo Sprites that make her rotation look like a turn-based ballet. Dan Heng SP, meanwhile, is shaping up to be a wildcard support/sub-DPS hybrid whose main shtick involves gifting summons and enabling hypercarries, possibly with shielding or redirect mechanics. And in the middle of all this, a rerun cycle looming, with characters like Hanabi and Firefly on people's wishlists, and speculation running rampant about free units, new sets, and possibly a power creep horizon. I don't know about you, but I'm absolutely locked in. These upcoming characters are looking less like side stories and more like meta shakers, game changers, and lore bombs waiting to explode. And with every patch creeping closer to that inevitable Xianzhou finale and potential return to Jarilo, or even a fresh world, we're on the cusp of something huge. You can feel it in the updates. The kit designs are getting smarter, the mechanics are getting riskier, and the characters? They're getting more love than ever. Oh, and before I forget, if you're hoarding jades, consider this your sign. Safe. It's going to get expensive out here. Whether you're aiming for the elegant enigma that is Cyrene, or you're praying to the Eons that DH3 turns out to be a freebie, we're in for some delicious banner drama in the coming months. And I'll be right here with you, chaotically analyzing, coping, screaming, and pulling. So until next time, stay hyped, stay hopeful, and as always, may your 50/50 S be blessed and your daily calyx runs not crash your sanity. Peace out, Trailblazers.